Om Shanti. Today, on this beautiful day, I welcome all of you, my dear friends, to discover nature, to explore nature, and to understand nature. And what's the best way to understand nature than by going close to it? When you love something, you would love to talk about it. You want to share with others. Sometimes there are no words, but there is a deep feeling and realization of the pristine purity of nature. As we travel to nature, nature would touch us. It would communicate to us. And that's what we are going to do today. Amidst the beauty of nature, my dear friends, let's think green. Om Shanti. As I travel, a question comes to my mind as to why do we like nature so much? Why do we like to spend time with nature? This is because the energy flow of nature is full of unconditional love, like a mother. We call nature as Mother Nature, without any expectations, always offering. Nature sustains our life, giving, and most important, absolutely free. Nature provides, nature improves, nature cleans, nature builds, and most important, nature heals. And that is the reason why we like nature so much. Have you ever thought, my dear friends, why do we feel so relaxed, refreshed, and rejuvenated in the presence of nature? Let's introspect and try to find out an answer amongst nature. In fact, there are two dimensions of our life. One is the physical dimension, and number two, the mental and the emotional dimensions of our life. Friends, when we are in amidst nature, our physical body gets lots of oxygen. The sunlight that we receive rejuvenates our physical consciousness. But more important than this, being in the presence of nature is like listening to a very natural orchestra with the 7 swaras of music. The chirping of the birds, the flow of water, the swaying of the breeze, the passage of the clouds, and certainly the trees speaking to us. Our mind is in resonance with nature. It is like natural meditation. The mind and the body experiences healing. The mind slows down. It becomes cool and calm. It becomes peaceful. We get connected to our own divine values of peace and love. And maybe that is a reason why we feel so relaxed and refreshed. Since our mind is very relaxed and easy, and our mind is very open, one thing that comes to me is, what are the lessons of life that nature provides to us? What all we can learn from this beautiful nature? Let's try to listen to these beautiful answers. Friends, one of the best lessons that we can learn from this wonderful nature is the nature has got no boundaries. It doesn't discriminate between people, between countries, between anything. That is the first and the foremost lesson that we can learn from nature, that it provides us universal consciousness. We get connected to the whole world. We feel that the whole world is one beautiful family. The second most important lesson that we learn from nature is that life is not always a race. We need to slow down. We need to introspect that whether we are moving in the right direction or not. There's a most important lesson that it teaches us. The third lesson it teaches us is, if you can't get over it, grow around it. Can we have patience? And most important, we learn from nature is to adjust oneself and be a part of this wonderful, beautiful ecosystem. It teaches us the rhythm of life. It teaches us how to be in harmony with all the elements that this beautiful nature has provided us. And these are the wonderful lessons that we certainly can learn from this beautiful nature. After learning such wonderful lessons of life about nature, sometimes I feel that nature helps us to introspect about what is life. It teaches us the most important fundamental question about the very purpose of life. Maybe we need to get an answer that who am I? And the most important is the spiritual dimension of life. In Amidst Nature, let's try to find out these basic fundamental questions regarding life. My dear friends, from time immemorial, our rishis and munis used to come down to forest basically to understand about the real purpose and meaning of life. When I am very close to nature, I become so silent and I try to find out the spiritual meaning of my life. Here amidst nature, I introspect. Do we need to run and run? What is the real purpose of life? Is it material possessions, name, fame, wealth, or does it have a very deep meaning? Slowly I start moving deeper into my own consciousness, and then I ask myself, who am I? Amongst nature, I do understand that I'm different from this body, a point of light, a point of energy, which is peaceful, which is loveful, and certainly which is very, very pure. Maybe the whole purpose of life is to understand the divinity that is existing within myself. I do understand that I have got a world within myself. I've got a very wonderful, beautiful, divine nature within me. The outside beautiful nature actually inspires and motivates me to touch the real nature within me. And that is the best learning that I have learned when I am so close to this beautiful nature. Oh my dear nature, thank you very much for helping me connect to my own inner core values of those wonderful treasures of life that is there within me. Thank you very much. As I experience the beauty of nature, the time dawns to me that I have to return back to my own responsibilities. as I am going to my home sweet home, the question comes to my mind that what can I do to make this nature sustain itself? Because we all love nature. How can I protect it? How can I heal nature and certainly sustain it and make it more beautiful? I would love to thank all of you, my dear friends, for joining me in this beautiful journey in the lap of nature. And now, we would love to discuss and work about the action plan. There are 3 points to remember for the action plan. The first one is think green. And in this particular dimension, can we acknowledge and appreciate, can we have an attitude of gratitude towards the beauty of nature which is sustaining our life, which is taking care of us. And when we are speaking about thinking green, what is very, very important is to imbibe the stillness and the coolness which nature has taught us today. Can we understand the rhythm and the harmony and symphony that nature so beautifully and blissfully came across to us? Can we, my dear friends, make a lifestyle very easy and simple to live? Apart from enjoying all the beauty and the wonders of science, can we also install the silence that nature has taught to us? Thinking green actually means to understand the divine qualities of the inner world, of the inner nature, of the peace, the unconditional love, and that's a happiness that is there within us. And when we take care of this inner nature, naturally gets reflected in the outside world. So the first dimension is think green. The second action plan is to do green. It means, can we apply all these qualities of peace, love and happiness in our day-to-day life, in our family life, in our relationships, and more important, in our workplace also? May I request all of you, my dear friends, that we should increase our reaction time. We should not get angry, because anger is a negative flow of energy which ultimately disturbs our physical body, our mind, and also that of the outside nature. Naturally, when we think of earthquakes and volcanoes, it certainly disturbs us. But the tranquility and peace of the 5 elements of nature, we all love it. So I request all of you that we should keep our mind, our emotions very peaceful, very loveful and very cool. Can we be happy always? And that's what I mean by do green. And the third and the most important action plan is to eat green. I request all of you, my dear friends, that we should adopt a healthy lifestyle, which apart from taking care of the physical body, we should also eat green, means to adopt a sattvic food, sattvic diet. Can we resolve to have a pure vegetarian diet in our food habits? And I'm sure that would be the greatest contribution to nature. We should also thank the Almighty God who has given us this beautiful gift of nature to all of us. With these positive vibrations and good wishes, thank you. Om Shanti.